Hello, I'm Brian from Boulevard Home in the Flooring and Design Center. I'm here to talk to you today about luxury vinyl plank. Some folks call it LVP. Luxury vinyl plank has a lot of different components, although all of them are pretty much made the same. So what I'm going to do at start, I'm going to talk to you about the different components that are built in to a luxury vinyl plank and what makes them unique in today's world. So luxury vinyl plank has multiple components to them. Every luxury vinyl plank today, about 95%, maybe 96 nowadays, they all have a pad attached on the back, and that pad can be either a cork pad or a synthetic pad. So gone are the days where we had laminates and we had to lay down a 1 mil underlayment to protect the floor and create a moisture barrier. Luxury vinyl planks, they're all waterproof. From top to bottom, inside and out, they're waterproof. This jar of water has 2 pieces of luxury vinyl plank with the wood polymer cores in it. These have been sitting in water since May 20th of 2014. They have not expanded, contracted, they haven't delaminated, and they haven't lost color. So the reality is when we say they're waterproof, they're waterproof. They don't make your subfloor waterproof, but they can withstand the water that might end up on your floor. So after the attached pad, there are 2 types of rigid cores that luxury vinyl planks are made of. A wood polymer core or a stone polymer core. I'll talk a little more in detail about those later. Then there is the basic vinyl. It's a picture illustrating the look of wood. And then on top of that picture is the final coat, which is the wear layer. Every luxury vinyl plank has a wear rating. There are 4 basic thicknesses. There is a 6 mil wear layer, an 8 mil wear layer, a 12 mil wear layer, and a 20 mil wear layer. When I have families come in and they're a young family with 3 or 4 kids, cats, dogs, I tell them that they probably should consider going with a 20 mil wear layer. It's going to handle all of that family activity that goes on in a typical home. If you're a retired couple, a 12 mil wear layer is sufficient to handle whatever visitors might come on weekends, stuff like that. One of the questions I get asked all the time, are these floor scratch proof? And the answer is no floor is really scratch proof except for maybe a porcelain tile. Once in a great while, you're probably going to get a deep scratch. You're not going to be super happy with that. One of the greatest things about luxury vinyl plank is we can cut one plank in the middle of your floor out and put a brand new one in its place. No need to disassemble the whole floor, move all your furniture out. This is something that makes luxury vinyl plank so attractive. Next, I want to cover the 2 concepts that I mentioned about the polymer core in the center of these luxury vinyl planks. The wood polymer core and the stone polymer core. Both finishes and cores are very durable and can work in anybody's home. The real basic differences between the 2 is PSI, pounds per square inch. So a wood polymer core laying on your floor and you've got a heavy piano sitting on top of this, it can resist up to 300 to 400 PSI. What does that mean to you? Possibly could dimple a year later when you move that piano out of the way. The second core is a stone polymer core. Stone polymer cores are these gray color cores. These stone polymer cores can resist up to 2000 PSI, which means more than likely it's not going to dimple after your furniture's been moved. So the second aspect between the differences between a wood polymer core and a stone polymer core are that the wood polymer core is going to, over time, is going to relax to your floor, and a stone polymer core is going to stay rigid. Doesn't really matter to you, but it might make a little bit of a clapping noise or whatever on the stone polymer core if you have not made sure that your floor surface is smooth. One of the most important things is when you're laying down a luxury vinyl plank, you want to make sure that the style and the color complements your home in all the areas like the furniture, the wall color, and the kitchen cabinets. All luxury vinyl planks have a embossed finish on top, and that embossed finish is to look like wood grain. So your basic LVPs on the lower price point have just a random embossing that looks like random wood grain. On a little bit higher price point, you can get into what we call a registered embossed HD. What that means is that finish on top, that embossing matches the grain and the knots in the picture. So you can actually run your finger over top of this and feel the knot, and you can also feel the different qualities and thickness of the grains. So luxury vinyl planks were created and invented by a company called Cortec. Cortec, someone in that company decided we're going to put sheet vinyl on a rigid core, create a locking system so the individual DIYer can put this in himself. So here at Boulevard Home, even though we have great installers, and by the way, the best installers in Southern Utah, you can come and purchase the product direct from us and install it yourself. We've got lots of experience. We can easily help you through the process and talk you through and make you a little more comfortable with doing the DIY luxury vinyl plank install yourself. So one of the aspects about a luxury vinyl plank is that it's a floating floor. You don't glue it down, you don't staple it down. So because of that, when you install, you have to leave a 1/4 inch gap all the way around the edges of your room and up against your cabinets and vanities. The best look and the best finish will be to take off your baseboards and put them back on again. This hides that 1/4 inch gap that allows for expansion and contraction, but when the baseboards go back on, man, does it look like a professional floor. And you can have peace of mind that this floor will last you a long time, and if the kids dump a bunch of water on it, you don't have to worry about it. Another question that a lot of our customers ask is, can you put a luxury vinyl plank over top of tile? The answer is yes. Because of that rigid polymer core in the center of the LVP, it can overcome those grout lines, and those grout lines will not translate up through the bottom and to the top of the luxury vinyl plank. However, in any install, you really want to make sure that your floor is as smooth as you can possibly get, because the end results are going to be a floor that you love. So those are some of the questions and the details about luxury vinyl plank. Come on down to Boulevard Home Flooring and Design, and we can answer any of the other questions that you might have.